Bitcoin, we start with daily chart, and as we can see, based on daily chart, the price break the all-time high, and now we want to see what's the next. And if we refer to our analysis, since the price was within this move, we have been looking for 100. The price break 100, then we see the deep correction, and this is what we get because we had this 200 and 111 since long time ago. And as we can see, the price broke the all-time high. Now we are looking to see the, even if the price is above 111, we want to see the confirmation, and we want to we're looking for the next target, which is the 135. This is what we have been looking for, because if we move to monthly chart, we mentioned after this correction, we have been looking for 111. Now the price break the all-time high and is above 111. The next target I'm looking for is 135. Then we're looking for at least 170. Okay, somewhere between 170 and 180. This is what we have been looking for. Now, if anyone wants to look for buy, we have to look for the trade setup above 111K. All right. And if we move to lower time frame, we see we have a divergence based on weekly chart, but at this point, we don't need to care about that. That means that at this point, the only thing is whoever get the trade for buy, either from here or here or here, at least book some profit or move their stop loss to break even. And if anyone wants to look for buy from here, they have to look for the trade setup. Simply they shouldn't look for trade, because how about if we see the next drop and this one turn to a more complex correction before we see the continuation. But if we get any opportunity for buy above 111, the next target based on daily chart we're looking for is 135. And based on daily chart, the MACD doesn't show us a divergence. The second indicator showing us a divergence, which we don't need to care. And as I mentioned, I'm looking for the trade setup. Even based on forward chart, the MACD showing us a divergence. Again, we don't need to care at this point. The only thing is, I want to see whether we can look for the trade setup for buy from here, because here or not, because we have to look for the flag. At this point, based on forward chart, I don't see any trade setup. But if we move to 1 hour chart, all right, I'm looking at this. If the price continue from here, then we don't see the trade setup. But if the price drop and this one turn to flat, then we can look for buy from here. But at this point, if anyone wants to look for buy, as I mentioned, above 111, we look for the trade setup for buy. But if you want to look for buy, at least you should know where is our stop loss. Because as I mentioned, how about we don't want to buy at the all-time high, then the price based on daily chart turn to a more complex correction. Okay, then to make it very simple, at this point, if the price continue from here, we will not have the trade set up. But if we get this, at least the price retest this low, then we can look for buy from here. All right, then the stop loss, it depends on the strategy the traders are using, for at least a supposed to be somewhere below this one. All right, if they want to look for trade, for example, by having entry above this one, if we get the next drop, then we want to price sharply, tag, break, and continue. Even at that point, we can put our entry above somewhere below this, because if the price tag, if the within the 2 hours, if there is a continuation, we keep the trade. If not, at least we should know, at least our support supposed to be below here. Okay, then if anyone wants to look for buy by having entry above here, if we get the next drop, we want to price sharply, tag, break, and continue. If the price tag within the 2 hours, there is no continuation, we shouldn't keep the trade. We have to be really careful. All right. Then can we put our entry above here at this point? No, it's not the trade setup. That's why at least this one have to turn to a flat. Okay. Again, it depends on the strategy the traders are looking for, they're using. All right. But for at this point, if I get any opportunity for buy, as long as the price is above 111, then I will be interested to look for. But we have to be really careful again. Anyway, we follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.